Welcome to qnawire.
So we are given that x1, x2, x3, x4, x5 follows exponential distribution with parameter lambda and their IID. So that means the probability density function is lambda e power minus lambda x when x positive and 0 else. So the first question is probability that min of the random variables x1, x2, so on x5 less than or equal to a. So min of random variables less than or equal to 8. So what do you mean by that? Is 1 minus probability that min of x1, x2, so on x5 is greater than a. What do you mean by min of random variables greater than a? Suppose a is here on the number line, and suppose min of random variables is some random variable, say x1, without loss of generality. Then all other random variables will also be greater than a, because when x1 is min, all these should be greater than x1. So I can write this as 1 minus probability that x1 greater than a, comma, x2 greater than a, so on and so forth, x5 is greater than a. But remember, these are independent random variables. So that means I can write it as probability that x greater than a, the whole power 5. So that is 1 minus, I can write this probability of x greater than a as 1 minus the cumulative distribution function evaluated at a whole power 5. Now, what is the cumulative distribution function? So this is my PDF. So what is the cumulative distribution function of exponential random variable? F of x is equal to, so it will be 0 when x less than 0. It is 1 minus e power minus lambda x when x is positive. This is my cumulative distribution function. So final answer for this is probability that min of all the random variables less than or equal to a is given by 1 minus of f of a. What is f of a? F of a is, if a is positive, f of a will be, let's take case 1, a is negative first. Let's take case 1. When a is negative, f of a is 0. So it is 1 minus of 1 minus 0 power 5, that is 0 when a is negative. When a is positive, it is 1 minus of this quantity is what? 1 minus of 1 minus e power minus lambda a. It is e power minus lambda a whole power 5. This is when a is positive. So the final answer for this question is it is 0 when a is less than 0. 1 minus e power minus a lambda into 5 when a is positive. This is the final answer. Now part B is probability that max of x1, x2, x3, x4, x5 is less than or equal to a. So on the number line, suppose a is here, max of that is less than or equal to a. Without loss of generality, let x5 is max. So obviously all the remaining also will be less than a, because they will be below x5. So I can write it as probability that x1 less than or equal to a, comma, x2 less than or equal to a, and so on and so forth. By independence, it is probability that x less than or equal to a whole power 5. That is f of a whole to the power of 5. That's it. But what is f of a? Again, we already have f of 5. It is 0 when a is negative. Now it is 1 minus e power minus a lambda whole power 5 when a is positive. That's it.